The rise of tech nationalism, Palantir, Peter Thiel and Jacob Helberg lobbying US policy. In recent years, a powerful lobbying group has emerged in Washington, led by Jacob Helberg, a former Google policy advisor and current Palantir official. This group, backed by billionaire investor Peter Thiel's venture firm, has been instrumental in shaping US technology policies, particularly concerning China and artificial intelligence, AI. Their activities have raised concerns about the intersection of technology, nationalism, and geopolitics, and the potential consequences for innovation, regulation, and international relations. Jacob Helberg's background as a tech policy advisor and his current role at Palantir have positioned him as a central figure in the group's efforts. Alongside Helberg, Peter Thiel's involvement and influence have been significant, given his status as a prominent tech investor and his history of advocating for American nationalism. The group's stance is characterized by a strong anti-China sentiment, and a push for a more nationalistic approach to technology policy. One of the group's most notable achievements has been its role in pushing for the TikTok divest or ban bill. Helberg led a campaign portraying the popular Chinese-owned app as a tool of the Chinese Communist Party, raising concerns about data privacy and national security. The group's efforts ultimately contributed to the passage of legislation that could force TikTok's Chinese parent company, ByteDance, to sell its US operations or face a potential ban. This bill has significant implications for US-China relations and sets a precedent for how the US government approaches foreign-owned technology companies. Building on the success of the TikTok bill, the group is now seeking to expand its mission, particularly in the realm of AI. They are preparing for a potential future Trump presidency, with plans to dismantle the Biden administration's AI rules and redirect government resources into AI grants and contracts that could benefit the group's members. Additionally, they aim to design legislation that would shift the AI supply chain to domestic manufacturers, further emphasizing their nationalist approach to technology policy. The group's growing influence was on full display at the recent Hill and Valley Forum in Washington, where prominent tech figures and senators discussed the intensifying technological rivalry between the US and China. While the forum showcased the group's clout, it also drew criticism from those who argue that the group's mission is primarily self-serving, focused on promoting their own technologies and securing government funding and deregulation under the guise of addressing global threats. As the group shifts its focus to AI, they have argued against aggressive regulation, claiming that it could slow down technological progress and disproportionately benefit larger companies at the expense of smaller innovators. This stance highlights the complex balancing act between encouraging innovation, implementing necessary regulations, and protecting national interests in an increasingly competitive global landscape. The group's activities have far-reaching implications for US policy and public perception regarding China, technology, privacy, and national security. The narrative surrounding these issues is shaped by complex ideological battles and geopolitical strategies, with figures like Helberg and Thiel playing significant roles in framing the discourse. As the US navigates its relationship with China and the rapid advancements in AI, it is crucial to consider the various stakeholders and long-term consequences of policy decisions. In conclusion, the rise of this influential lobbying group, led by Jacob Helberg and backed by Peter Thiel, has had a substantial impact on US technology policies and US-China relations. Their successful push for the TikTok bill and their ongoing efforts to shape AI regulations and resources demonstrate the growing intersection of technology, nationalism, and geopolitics. As policymakers and the public grapple with these complex issues, it is essential to maintain a balanced approach that takes into account the interests of various stakeholders, the need for innovation, and the potential long-term consequences of regulatory decisions. Only by carefully examining the motivations and implications of groups like Helberg's can we hope to develop a comprehensive and effective strategy for managing the ever-evolving landscape of technology and international relations.